Turn the volume down.
But no, I have the remote. Why y'all keep saying that?
Okay, Mom, can you turn the volume down? Give me the remote.
Why are you saying no? I got the remote. I don't have it in my hand.
Okay. I thought you could
No.
turn it down through the controller.
You think this would turn down it?
Not that low, Mama.
He's still there.
No, he can't. Can you hear that, King?
Just keep it low. Just keep it low.
No, Mom. Turn it up a little
Keep
bit.
it low.
Give me the remote then. Give me the remote. I'll turn it up and down.
No, turn it up. Just keep it down.
Did you turn it up, Mom? Okay. Should be good. Let me know if I'm speaking too loud. If this is your For You page, this is for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all, and share my shit. Holla at your girl. So I just want to know, like, what's going to happen with what's the future, okay, of the communities where they are bitching and moaning and bashing women that have kids. Like, it's just the worst thing in the world to do something that women were designed to do, have kids. Like, that nature created sexual urges and stuff like that to produce kids. Okay. So I just want to know, like, what is going to be the outcome of this? All right. Of like this constantly saying that a woman's status is lowered because she has kids. A woman who literally said, this is how you know, like, some women, like, they're male identified. Because honestly, is it that women sacrifice their life, their bodies, to bring forth human life, and that lowers their status? That shouldn't lower their status. Like, they should be worshipped and be praised. They literally sacrificing their bodies, their health, and everything to bring forth life, right? Instead of taking the coward way out and aborting, or taking the coward way out and motherfucking leaving all their children at somebody else's doorstep so they won't be seen with a bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't the focus on the guys that don't take care of their kids? Why ain't a man's status lowered? Why isn't people looking at a man in disgust when he makes kids and doesn't take care of them? I need women to understand that you are 100% in fucking control. It does not have to be your status is lowered because you have kids. How the fuck can your status be lowered if the woman is self-sacrificing her health and her body? She's self-sacrificing her freedom to birth generations and pass on genetic DNA material of the human race. How does that lower your status? I need people to really think about shit before they just push it because a man said it. Because when I say shit, because sometimes guys are right, but when I say shit, I'm thinking about it. I'm not just regurgitating some shit because a man said it or because I want to feel like I'm above another woman. I don't just say shit just because it's what's trending. How the fuck, what's up, electrical nerd? How the fuck can a woman's status be lowered when she's self-sacrificing her life to pass on DNA, to pass on for the next generation? Or whatever the fuck you want to call it, pushing on the next labor force, whatever you want to call it. How the fuck does that make her status lowered? That don't make sense. She's bringing forth life. How does that lower her status? What the fuck? People are so out of tune with nature. It's crazy. That should not lower her status. That should not. Matter of fact, I don't even feel like, what's up, Ring of Forth? I don't even feel like women worth should even be fucking. Now, I don't feel like there should be a hierarchy when it comes to women on whether a woman has children or not. I don't feel like it should be a hierarchy. Okay, because there ain't nobody saying a man is less than because he opts out of having kids. Ain't nobody saying a man is less than because he has kids. Okay, ain't nobody saying that. But for some reason, I don't understand how people say they want to free women, but you still hold on to male rhetoric, because that is male rhetoric, to base the worth of a woman based off her marriage status, whether she can keep a man or not, or to base a woman's worth based off of how many kids she got, how many baby daddies she got, or whether she has no kids. That is all male identified bullshit that's not based in any type of scientific fact. It's a fucking opinion. It's not a fact. Why would another human being be less than for bringing forth life? I need people to really think about that shit. So you're going to spit on her for producing another human being. You're going to say she's less deserving for producing another human being. That shit don't make a lick of sense. If anything, the women who abuse their kids, the women who neglect their kids, the women who abort their kids, the men who make kids and don't take care of them, the men who make kids and cause the welfare, is the reason why the welfare system even has to scramble to figure out how to take care. And then it's another thing too, because like, I don't even want to say this person's name. Another thing that's pissing me off is this person says they're for open borders. So open borders mean we're going to be taking care of foreigners. We're going to be taking care of foreigners. So you're in one instant, people are saying, and this is why I consider people who are far left to have a mental illness. They don't make a lick of sense. Okay? You're crying about women or single mothers who need assistance because the father left, who ain't getting no social hazing, no, you know what I'm saying? He should be looked down on. This is why niggas continue to do it. There is no social consequences for him abandoning his fucking seed. Everybody just want to focus on the goddamn woman. Like, but if the man, his worth is his worth. I feel like it should be the same thing for women. A woman should not be pressured to have kids, and a woman should not be pressured to say she doesn't want kids. There are women who want kids. Baby, live life for you and fuck what everybody else is talking about. If you want 10 kids and that's what you feel will make you happy and that brings you joy, have 10 kids as a woman. I need people to stop always trying to tell women what the fuck, how they should live. If a bitch want 10 kids, and I don't give a fuck if she has 5 baby daddies, that's her right. If a woman don't want no kids, that's also her right. Give women the freedom to fucking choose and stop always trying to badger women into being something that they're not, because you're no different than the motherfucking men you complain about. You're no different than the society where you're talking about women oppression, women being oppressed. Well, bitches is oppressing bitches too. Because trying to beat somebody over the head and beat something into somebody's head and trying to lower them or make them feel low because they have kids or because they don't have kids, whichever way it is you oppressing women from being their goddamn self. It is oppression. You're trying to block women from being their self, from living life to how they see fit. It's not your goddamn call. Don't nobody tell men how to live their life. Men get to do whatever they want to do. That's how I want it to be for women. I want women to be able to have the freedom to choose the life that they want to fucking choose without being peer pressured to be something that they're not. Because there are women who regret not having kids. Nobody want to talk about that. Everybody want to make it seem like all women don't want kids. There are women who regret not having kids. Why? Because they sit up here listening to society, telling them that they're less than for bringing forth life. Stop listening to motherfuckers. If something makes you happy, do it. If having kids make you happy and you love being a mother, do it. If you feel like you're not cut out for motherhood, or you don't think you could do it, then don't do it. Opt out of it. You're not a bad person. Whatever way you choose, you're not a bad person. The same way a man is not a bad person if he opts out of kids. Everybody is always trying to beat down the self-esteem of the woman, and then they're confused. They're confused why women make the choices that they fucking make, because it's a 24/7 machine that tears down the self-esteem of women and tell them that their worth or they're worthless are based off of artificial confinements. Women are constantly pressured to be perfect. And yet men can be whatever the fuck they want to be whenever they want to be. If your critique of women is through the lens of male chauvinism, if that is what your critique is, and if your idea of optimum success is being more masculine, right, being more masculine, I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. You're still a male worshiper. You're still a fucking pygmisha. Now, like I said, sometimes guys are right about certain things. I'll give them their credit when they're right, after I done thought about it. But I'm not blindly following them because of some cultural biasness of mine. Because I want to feel like I'm better or superior in some type of way. Same way with the sex shit. In reality, God created us. God gave us hormones. We fuck. The idea of female purity is straight bullshit. Where in nature do you hear of female purity? Women be fucking just like men be fucking. Female dogs fuck just like male dogs fuck. What's the fuck y'all think a dog in heat is? The idea of female purity stems from male chauvinism and their limited viewpoints about women. So why would you as a woman co-sign that shit? That's like me co-signing the one drop rule, when the one drop rule is basically saying black blood is tainted. So anybody that have a drop of black blood is black. I'm saying my blackness is tainted, agreeing to the racist one drop rule. I'm upholding racist infrastructure. The same is true with chauvinism. The same is true with this. Oh, well, if a woman has this amount of kids, she's less valuable. Oh, if a woman have no kids, she's more of a... That's male bumbo bullshit. It's an opinion, not a fact. And if that's the case, why aren't males held to the same standard? Why aren't males assessed by how many kids they have or don't have? Why aren't males assessed by how many women they have or don't have? Let's be for real. Why is it that the man is valuable no matter what, but the woman is not allowed to be valuable no matter what? It's all male fucking bumbo jumbo to control the woman's freedom of expression. This idea that oh my gosh, there's no freak hoes, there's no women that sexual sadistic or have sexual addictions is bullshit. There's bitches down with swinging just like there's men down with swinging. Women are not a fucking monolith, and yet people try to make us a monolith. There are women who only care about love, and there are women who care about the motherfucking bag. And guess what? That's they right. Ain't nobody judging no man when a man is out here chasing love or chasing a bag. He getting with bitches because she got a bag, she got status. Ain't nobody judging men for it. So why the fuck are women badgered? Because motherfuckers want women to take L's. Motherfuckers want women to feel low about themselves. If you get on here and your thing is to tear down women or to try to make women feel low about themselves because they're not perfect, because they didn't make the right decisions, or because they dated the wrong guys, or they have like some issues they have to sort through, why ain't nobody saying that about men? There's plenty of men that constantly choose ain't shit bitches over good women. But ain't nobody saying that he's less than. Men get so much grace in society, it's crazy. And still, he is not considered less worthy of a human being. But a bitch gotta be perfect. A bitch gotta know everything. A bitch, like, that's crazy. That is asinine. And ain't nobody fucking like questioning it. Like, it's asinine. Like, one of the reasons why like I like Shira 7 is because Shira 7 has never switched up. She's never switched up. She's not male identified. She's free of male bubble chauvinistic bullshit. Stop looking at women through the lens of men and look at women as human beings. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody has insecurities and pitfalls. That don't make them less valuable because they have insecurities or pitfalls. All human beings have insecurities and pitfalls, but somehow people act like women are just supposed to be perfect. We can't have sex. We can't desire sex. We can't be freak hoes. We can't dress how we want to dress. Talk how we want to talk. We can't. We're not allowed. We're not allowed to go through a bad girl phase. But men can explore all their life. And yet women are told to conform. Women are told to be a motherfucking monolith. And if she dare steps outside of the fucking box, then she's the worst person on earth. That is asinine to me. Because what you showing me is that if you can give males the room to explore and be whoever they want to be, whenever they want to be. They could be a gold digger if he wants to be. He could go chase love if he want to chase love. He can be a provider if he want to be. He could be a trick. He could be a motherfucking 50-50 man if he want to be. He can wear whatever mask for whatever thing that he wants. Like, he can look how he wants, dress how he wants. Freedom. And nobody says nothing about it. People barely even get on niggas for wanting to have Peter Pan syndrome, be 50 years old, still trying to juggle bitches. Nobody says anything about it. But if a woman is 50 years old and she want to live her best life, she want to go out clubbing, she want to do it, she's judged. Oh, you're too old. You're too old. But nobody say that to a fucking man. Yeah, Leonie, another thing about looks. Niggas can walk around here and look like a thumb, and motherfuckers will say that that male is still valuable as a nigga that is a dime, a nigga that's a 10 out of 10. People don't chastise men for their flaws. Men can have standards to the motherfucking roof, and he don't even meet those standards. Nobody says nothing about it. They so focused on a woman, nobody says shit about it. Like, nigga, look at you. You want a 10 out of 10 and you a motherfucking thumb, nigga. You are my big toe. You look like my big toe. Ain't nobody mocking men for that. Like, that's ridiculous. Why does a woman have to be a motherfucking dime and the average dude don't even look like shit? The average dude barely even wash his fucking ass. So why are women expected to be perfect all the time? Clean and all that other shit all the time. That nigga ain't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why aren't women allowed to look and be in the way that they want to look and be? Why is there this constant pressure for a woman to have to look like a bad bitch? And then you get shitted on for that. If you look like a bad bitch and you good at it, then society shits on you for that. Oh, you're artificial. Why can't a woman just be? Why can't a woman wear makeup when she feel like wearing makeup? Wear weave when she feel like wearing weave? Or wear no makeup because she don't care enough about it? Why can't women just exist? Like, I don't get it. And this is why I stay away from social media, because I know it's poison. Especially for the woman. It's poison. It's poison. By the time social media gets done with you, you are going to feel like a worthless human being, because it is a 24/7 machine that tear down women, and people are confused why women struggle with self-worth. Why are you confused? Now, I'll be all about for constructive criticism about women. I don't mind constructive criticism about women. I just take an issue when a motherfucker just blindly goes with male's viewpoint on women. The same way you could say, oh, well, you know, a woman with kids, oh, she's got a lot of baggage. You can also say a woman with kids, only the top tier of men can handle a woman with kids because she's an expensive bill. She's expensive. If you ain't got your shit together, you ain't got your money together, you don't need to be looking to a single mother's way. It don't have to be, oh my gosh, the more kids she has, the more worthless she is. No. I thought the more expensive you were, the more value you hold. So if a single mother or older woman is more expensive, you know, has more standards, then she's top tier. Motherfuckers throw this blanket ass, superficial ass, this crazy, man. And think that, like, baby, it's some people that, like, I'm gonna have to unfollow. But what I want to know is, how is this gonna be? Like, how are women going to react? Like, what's the future? That's what I want to know. What is the future? Damn, that thing hot. Okay, we're gonna do Tarot Edition and see what is the future of people badgering women when it comes to children. And then they say that they want women to wait till marriage to have kids. A lot of these niggas don't want to marry. What women supposed to do? Not have kids? Wait for her fertility shit to dry out? And not every bitch wants to have kids when they're fucking old. Not every bitch wants that. Nobody want to be chasing around a fucking baby and you 40? Nobody wants that. Same way with this pressure for women to have snapback bodies. Man, fuck that. What if a bitch don't care about having no motherfucking snapback body? What if a woman loves her motherfucking Debbie cakes? Then what? And she don't mind being plus size. Then what? She don't mind. She don't give a fuck about the male gaze. Then what? Women can't just ever be. It's crazy. It's a 24/7 machine trying to find a reason why to tear down a motherfucking woman. Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. Women have really got to stop giving a fuck and stop co-signing male bullshit that don't work in your goddamn favor as a woman. Stop listening to these niggas. The only thing that you need to get the love that you want, regardless of your motherfucking mistakes, is high standards and street smarts and being able to pick, knowing who to pick. That's all the fuck you need. That's all you need. All this other shit these motherfuckers is telling you is bullshit. It's mumbo jumbo. All you need is don't play about yourself. Have standards. Don't settle. Okay? And if a motherfucker dares try to treat you below average or basic, get rid of that motherfucker. At any time. I don't give a fuck how long y'all been together. When a motherfucker switch up on you, it's time for you to leave. That is all you need to know how to do, is learn how to people read. Learn how to pick people. That's all you need to learn how to do. Have street smarts. And have standards. That's it. Anybody telling you anything else is bullshit. Now, be it, looking nice helps. Exercising helps, but not every guy likes like a muscular bitch. Not every man likes a size 2. Now, if you want to be that for yourself, go ahead and be that. But if you like your big backness, go find you a nigga who like your big backness. Think about shit for the long term. It's very simple, and people act like it's so hard. It's simple, baby. It's simple. Just have street smarts. Know what type of personalities to pick. Know what to look for, and that's have a bit of charisma. That's it. If you walk through that door of 5, that nigga that like you about to make you a motherfucking 8. I swear to God. If you have a good aura, if you have high self-esteem, that dude, or y'all have good chemistry, that nigga about to make you a 8 in his motherfucking mind. Even if when you walk through that door as a 5. And that's the truth. That's some real life shit for your ass. Now, looking nice, like I said, it helps. Now, it does help. Dressing up, looking nice, hair nice, makeup nice, it helps. But you ain't gonna motherfucking not get love because if you ain't got that. Okay? That shit is not going to protect you from being dragged by niggas. Okay? You could be a bad bitch and still get dragged, still get used. The nigga still hide you, all that shit. Stop blaming yourself for why a person is a piece of shit. The person's a piece of shit because that's just what they are. You just picked wrong. It ain't got shit to do. It does not have shit to do with you. You can stop blaming yourself for why somebody else is a piece of shit. I know that's how women are groomed. I know that's beat over the head 24/7. But this is when you have to stop giving a fuck and be mentally strong, spiritually strong, and confident. Confidence takes you far. Knowing your rights takes you far. Stop listening to people that's telling you what the fuck you don't deserve and look for reasons why you deserve it. You don't even really have to have a reason, baby. If a motherfucker want to be in your life, it's a requirement. And you need to move exactly like that. Anything else these motherfuckers is telling you is chauvinistic bullshit. To put the man, to have the man win by default and place the man as some type of prize while the man is trying to take away your essence, strip you away from your essence through bullshit rules like purity. Or bullshit rules like if you have a certain amount of kids, you don't have no value. It's bullshit. For every nigga that say that, you can find a woman with all the shit that you have. Kids, multiple baby daddies, and got a good man. And I'm not saying that needs to be your optimum goal. I'm not saying that needs to be your goal is to get a good man. I'm just saying. For everything somebody's saying, you ain't getting, you don't deserve, they're trying to put you in a scarcity mind state, including these jealous ass bitches who probably got fucked over by a woman and she's still hurt behind that. So now she hates all women. But we about to see. I'm done saying my personal viewpoint on it. We about to pull tarot. We about to pull spirit. King. I'm gonna start off with the tarot cards. Okay. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to subscribe to me. And don't look like it's just bullshit to me. Why can't women exist? Why do all women have to conform to one thing? Like I don't get it. But a man could be whatever he want to be. He could go through metamorphosis, go through changes. He could be a trick one moment, a provider the next. He could be a 50-50 nigga and a homosexual the next, and it does not have a bearing on his value. It's crazy. Like men are allowed to go through their changes and women aren't. No matter what a woman do, we're judged. We're castrated. No matter what. And I feel like sometimes this is why I'm a trigger to a lot of bitches and a lot of niggas because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't give a fuck what you saying about value. Baby, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to prove your motherfucking ass wrong. I'm going to go out here and prove your motherfucking ass wrong. I don't give a fuck what you say. Half the time, most of the time, motherfuckers be wrong anyways. You're wrong. And I just sit there and laugh. And this is why I don't really like doing shit that just kind of feels like a cult. I don't cause I know eventually I'm gonna part ways with the motherfucker because people that are in cults, like they're not really open minded. They're very closed minded. Okay, there's no open dialogue. They're like, and I question things. And I think outside of the box a lot. You know, I used to be a part of a lot of movements. I used to be a part of the feminist movement. I stopped that because feminists really worship fucking males and they look at feminine things as a negative, as subpar. Their goal is to try to be men, compete with men, the 50-50 bullshit. Like I'm not about to pay to be used. I'm sorry. To prove a point that I'm misindependent or whatever the fuck may be. I'm not about to pay to be used. Go on somewhere with that bullshit. And I also don't have anything against sex workers. Fair exchange. These niggas be out here wanting to use women for their bodies. Women should be getting something for it. You should be getting compensated for that shit. I need to use you like you trying to use me on my motherfucking terms. This is what I want women to do. Learn, get comfortable with doing shit on your terms. Fuck what everybody else is talking about. Get comfortable with doing shit on your terms. If you want to have kids and you don't want to wait till marriage and you just want to have your babies because you want to be a mother, that's your fucking right. Who gives a fuck about what another mother? Stop caring about what another motherfucker think about it. Do you think when men do shit, they're considering what bitches is thinking about what it is that they're doing? When men go through their changes and go through their life phases and their metamorphoses, do you think they give a fuck? And I'm not saying that like just because the man does something that you should do it. I'm just saying that like you have the human right to live life on your terms and not on nobody else's. You have the human right. It does if you decide that you don't want no kids, you don't want no marriage, and you just want to be a career woman and travel, that's your right. If you're another woman who secretly you don't desire that, you know what I'm saying? You want kids. You know what I'm saying? You want family. All right? That's your right. If you're a woman where you decide, oh, well, I'm going to wait till marriage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to wait till marriage and before I have kids. But then you decide you wake up one day, you're not going to wait for marriage. You want your kids. You have a right to change. You have a right to change your mind. You have a right to do shit on your terms. And this is your life. Your fucking life to live. Women gotta get out of this mentality of I've gotta do shit on everybody else's terms. No, do it on your terms in the way that you wanna fucking do it. Don't matter what I think, don't matter what the next motherfucking think, don't matter. You a girl and you like a bunch of sex and you ain't into that whole abstaining, that's your right. Fuck all you want to. Make sure you do it safely. Make sure you get some money out there, nigga. But it's your right. Stop, King. It's 5:42. You need to get your ass on.
And you seen the show? Did y'all throw it away trying to be funny? Oh, yeah. Why would somebody throw that ugly ass? He keep on saying.
He probably did. Hey, stop drinking out of that Mountain Dew. King, pour me some Mountain Dew, baby. And put some ice in it, please.
Y'all be hating because y'all can't get fresh like me. Like,
girl, I don't know. You can have those motherfucking trees. King, put ice in there and pour me some Mountain Dew. You wanna be like King, me, and Randy so motherfucking bad, Elena. About to get going. Girl, you can have that motherfucking swag. Hey, ain't nobody paid your bills off that swag. What's the future of women? Let's see. Because they already cheering on women being motherfucking child killers. Let's see what's going on. Gang, get ice in my cup, please. Okay. Like, start using your common motherfucking sense. Society ain't always right. I just want you to know that now. It ain't okay. Just pour me some. Mountain Dew. You alright? Call on ancestor spirit God. Call on the original oil for women. What is the future of pregnancy, kids, family? Since now society is demonizing women for doing what nature has called them to do, have baby.
Don't spill it on me because y'all ready to go. You should have been on that.
Like, are women gonna stop having kids? Like, what's gonna happen?
Just get you a little.
Let's see. What is it? Because I don't feel like this is a good idea. I don't feel like this is a good idea for people to be demonizing women having kids. Because what's gonna happen is, even though some people say we're overpopulated, like in reality, we're not overpopulated. The go green shit, go look this up. Go look up Thomas Sowell economics. Go read his book or go listen to his audio book. It's on YouTube or you can purchase it. All right, if you want to support him. Thomas Sowell, Basic Economics. And then there's another one. It's a bigger book where he's talking about economics. Like in the book, Thomas Sowell talks about Thomas Sowell talks about how people say like we're overpopulated and there's not enough like land, but actually there is enough land. What it is these go green motherfuckers. These tree huggers. We're gonna call them tree huggers. Okay. Tree huggers wanna do this whole save the you can't build here, you can't build there. There's actually a lot of land that's uninhabited. We're not overpopulated. The fucking tree huggers, okay, want to no, you can't build here. No, you can't build there. No, you can't. We've got to save the animals. We got to save da-da-da. Right? Like, motherfucking humans don't do domestication of animals. Like, motherfucking humans don't breed animals. Don't harvest bees and shit like that. Like, come on. The tree huggers has ceased or has made laws where humans can't build in certain places, and they've made laws putting limitations on how tall buildings can be. So the truth of the matter is we are not overpopulated. The tree huggers don't want us building. A lot of the land is not inhabited. People are just condensed in small cities. Look it up. It's Thomas Sowell, Basic Economics, or something about economics. Because I got his book. I still got to finish reading it. But he talks about that. The lie that we are overpopulated, it's a lie. A lot of land is not built on. They have not built on majority of the fucking land. So the idea that the human is overpopulated is a lie. It's a bold-faced fucking lie. And like I said on my other channel, Hitler was a tree hugger. A lot of motherfuckers that be talking shit about Hitler agrees with Hitler. They're not aware that Hitler was a tree hugger. Hitler was for LGBTQ, for homosexuality. Hitler was anti-Jew. Hitler was for communism. Hitler believed in the big state, in the deep state. Hitler would if Hitler was alive today, he would be a fucking Dixiecrat. He would be a Democrat. He would be a liberal. He would be a far lefty. Hitler was pro-abortion.
Look, with his head.
Like, a lot of the shit that Dixiecrats, Democrats are for today, going vegan, save animals, all that shit. Hitler was on all of that shit. On all of that. Give me more ancestor spirit, guys. And then another thing, yeah, she will get criticized for it, Leonie. Another thing, too. Now, some of these belief systems I used to have, but I thought about it. Like, I'm going to give you one belief system that I had, and then I had woke up one day and a light bulb went on. I said, I don't understand why women have kids in poverty or why women have kids that they can't afford. But then I got to thinking to myself, majority of the world was born in poverty. Like, poor people having babies is old as shit. Majority of us was born in poverty. All of the rich people Their ancestors were born in poverty before they got wealthy, before they got money. So humans having, so humans having, did you eat all your spaghetti?
No, because I told him to come on.
So humans having babies in poverty is not new. Human having big ass families in poverty is not fucking new.
Yeah, you're going to have to wear another coat now.
Most of the world, all of the world started off poor. And if our parents thought like we did, we would not exist as a human race. If our parents thought, oh man, I'm so poor, I shouldn't have sex, I shouldn't have kids, we wouldn't exist. Because most of the world was born into poverty. People was fucking and having kids poor. And Hitler was also against that. Hitler believed that we needed to rid the world of the weakest links, because he considered poor people the weakest links, okay? So Hitler wanted to do stuff like push abortion. He wanted to do stuff like what's that like sterilization, right? He didn't want poor people having babies. He believed only the rich could have. Go look it up if you think I'm lying. So anybody that's agreeing with that shit, you agree with Hitler.
Okay, we all know.
But like, y'all, I don't want to get too deep into this. Let's see what the future is. Especially with the black community. I know that in some cultures, you know, they may scoff at women having kids. I don't know the percentage, but I know it's not just in the black community that they do this, okay? So, now what other races is like this? I don't know, like I said, but I'm sure it's not just black people. I'm positive it's not just black people, okay? Black Americans, I should say. So let's see what the future is, okay? With them like saying demonizing women for birthing life, for sacrificing her life and body and time, and I ain't gonna say you don't have to sacrifice your dreams, but it'll just be harder to reach your dreams, but you don't have to sacrifice your dreams for your like, because they keep badgering women saying you're valueless for birthing, for bringing forth life. For bringing forth life. And then in the same breath, the motherfuckers will beg women to have children because the population. People don't think about shit. Do y'all know people eventually die? Do y'all know that? So who's going to replace the elderly when they die? Or who's going to replace the children? Let's say if a child died from a car accident, right? Who's going to replace them? Like, what is there going to be to pass on? Whether, like, for real. Like, do people think about that? Only under your mother is white. All right. Well, here's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but here it's a thing in America where America believes in making teenagers and junior high kids. They want to keep them as toddlers. They want to keep them in a toddler state. But you can look in history. There was 16-year-olds running kingdoms. If you feel like a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, 13-year-old is too young, that's because you're a shitty parent. The human development is so quick, I don't think human beings realize it. I don't think the average human, unless you're a scientist who specialize in the field of human development, I don't think humans realize how quickly the human develops. I don't think human beings realize that. Because if you teach a child how to work on a fucking car, by the time that nigga is 10, he could build you a car from the ground up. The only reason why a lot of these 13, 14, 12-year-olds are delayed like they are is because you're not raising, you're not teaching them anything. You're keeping them in a perpetual state of infancy. Even a 30-year-old can still have the mind frame of a goddamn 16-year-old or a 13-year-old or a 12, if he's been sheltered, if he ain't been taught shit.
Put the top on the pot, too. Ready. Come put the top on the pot for it. It's stress.
Yeah. And that's another thing too, the way that the dynamic that they have with the family unit. Like, people trying to make you feel bad if you give your older children responsibilities. Americans will try to make you feel bad because they feel like that their children should never have to do anything, which is fucking crazy to me. Because when you come to planet Earth, baby, you gonna be working to the day that you fucking die. So why would you not prepare your children for the world? Why would you not develop in them a work ethic? And when, as soon as they can walk and talk, they can do some basic shit. Now, I ain't saying they could cook. They might be too young to cook. But, like, they can do shit. Oh, like, you could teach them how to sweep. You could teach them how to pick up. You could teach them life skills as soon as they can walk and talk. If they can play around, throw toys, and get all in the shit, them motherfuckers can pick up a broom and help clean and help sweep. They can help you toil. If you're a farmer or you do farmer, they can help you toil the field. The limitations that you put on the human being as a child is what you are doing. It doesn't mean that they're not capable. You're handicapping them by putting limitations on what they can do and what they can achieve and what they can accomplish. Go look up George Washington if y'all don't believe me on this shit. The human development is quick. The height of human intelligence is actually when humans are done with puberty. After they're done with puberty, their intelligence and their mental capacity start on a decline. It starts to decline. So all that time, right? If the height of human intelligence, when their eyesight, their nose sight, their brain, their ability to their brain being a sponge, absorb information, the height of their genius is when they're 16 and 17 and 15. That's when puberty is almost done with. Those are the times when you need to be teaching your kids everything. They need to know what careers they want to have. They need to know just based off of their human biological development. You put your ignorance on shit instead of going with the flow of nature. That's human beings' problem. They put their ignorance on shit instead of going with the flow of nature.
Hello. Hey, Miss Addie. Inbox me because I'm trying
Optimize.
to figure out, is that your room?
If the children's height of intelligence is when they're 16 and 15 and 14. That's when you need to optimize teaching them all that you can. Getting them on the track to careers. Getting them on the track to what is your purpose? What do you want to be in this world? What do you want to achieve? You should be having those conversations early. Not when they 18 and 20 and you should have been had those conversations. You're delayed. But let's get started. Let's see what the future is going to hold if they keep shaming women. Yeah, because they've had help. Parents have help. Parents have the kids babysit the other kids. Parents have help. The kids helped. Okay, they helped. And nowadays, if you're teaching your child life skills or you having your kids help in America, I don't know how it is in other cultures, but they look down on you. They try to call you a bad parent. Like, they look down on you. The human being ain't never raised a child by themselves. They've always had help. They have help from the grandparents. They have help from their other children. They have help from the community. They've never, the idea of Raising a child on your own is bullshit. Ain't nobody on earth has ever done that shit.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, I think it's a Western civilization thing, Leonie.
Look, yeah.
I think it's a European or Western civilization. That's what I think, okay? Because Europeans, it's weird because, like, how Africans view children versus how Europeans view children are totally different. Europeans back before they got on this whole, well, we're worried about children rights and all that shit, right? Europeans beforehand, their culture, they believed that kids were demonic. They believed that kids were demonic because um, they had no self-control. So they believe that children are basically human beings without any discipline, without any. So they see children. They had seen children as demonic, and people still live like that, Leonie. And so Europeans, like, their children, they didn't coddle them. I'm just gonna put it like that. They did not coddle them like they coddle them today. Europeans did not coddle their children like they coddle them today. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, it was whole 16-year-olds running kingdoms. Go look up George Washington, how George Washington made himself a fucking millionaire. And George Washington made himself a successful businessman. He was young as fuck. He was not no fucking like grown ass man. He was a teenager, what we would consider a kid today. Made himself successful. And that's why I keep trying to tell motherfuckers, there's no excuses. There's no excuses. It's all about here. If you go out into this world with a victim mentality, you are going to lose in life. I'm telling you that now. It is not your age. Your age is artificial limitations. Your disabilities are artificial limitations. Your race is an artificial limitation. It's artificial confinements. Like I said on my video, make sure y'all go watch that. Does Lewis Hamilton deal with racism? Is it true that Lewis Hamilton deals with racism? Go watch my video on that, where I go into detail about the victimhood mentality and how destructive it is. Anyways, let's get going. Because I don't know about you, but I want to see what Spirit says. I want to see what the cards say. I want to say. I'm going to light another thing so we can get into this. So we can get into some things, okay? Because 53, look, I ain't put a card out yet. I'm just concerned. I want to know what the future is. Maybe it's just a Western thing. And it's not the world. Maybe it's just the Western. Okay, or maybe it's just the Black American community. We gotta see. I'm sorry, y'all, if you're trying to get something. I don't want y'all to see my buttons. I didn't want y'all to see my buns. Lord Jesus. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna see. I might do a quick little pull for every place around the world. Everything is general here. Take what resonate, leave what don't. Entertainment purposes, allegedly. Okay. Allegedly. Yeah. Damn, what I do with my lighter?
6 running. 13,
wow. Oh, there it is, y'all. I was about to blow a fit. I was really about to blow a fit over my motherfucking. But let's see what's going on. I don't really know what to think. Maybe it's just the Black community or the Western world. I don't know. We're gonna see. That is an incense disclaimer. No, I'm not smoking or anything like that. Yes, Leonie. Don't forget to like the live, you guys. Don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the live. What is the future? Calling on the Arisha Oya. For the collective, what is the future of women, of the world, of the relationship between men and women, where if they keep demonizing women about having kids or demonizing women about like um, having multiple baby daddies or whatever the case may be. What is the future and how is it going to affect these type of women? All right, tap into the energy. This is going to be a real draining ass read. I can feel it. Tap into the energy, ancestor spirit guys. And how is this going to affect men or their dating pool? Tap into the energy. All right, and give me the most highest accurate message of all. All right, I mean, I want the truth and nothing but the truth. What's the truth? Too many cards came out. It don't look good. It don't look good. It doesn't look good at all. All right, let's see. All those cards that fell out was like not good. Still not good. Ace of Wands in the reverse. As the overall energy. I'm going to read the book on this because their definitions are a little bit different from the traditional meanings. Queen of Wands as the single mothers or the women's energy. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. And I just don't understand how people glamorize sex, but sex is literally for making babies. So you glamorize sex, but you demonize making babies. If you demonize a woman getting pregnant and making a baby, then you need to be demonizing sex. Like the advertisement of sex should be banned. No, seriously. Because you can't have one without the other. Having sex is... God made sex for us to reproduce. So how can you glamorize one thing and demonize the results of doing the act? That does not make sense. A society that is demonizing women having children should not be hyping up people like Sexy Red. Sexy Red shouldn't even have a platform. Madonna should have never had a platform. Lil' Kim should have never had a platform. Like, the thing with the Western world sometimes that I don't like is like they shit just don't add up. Like, you talk about sex 24/7. Every song on the radio is about sex or indirectly and is about sex. Why does a woman's womanhood, it has to be her about her taking her clothes off? All people talk about is sex, sex, sex. Commercials, sex. Cartoons, sex. Sex on the billboard, sex. It's everywhere. Pornography needs to be banned. Because the act in itself, putting sex demons on people, the act in itself is going to create not only a high level of STDs and a promiscuous culture amongst the youth, but it is going to create babies. Because sex is created for reproduction. A lot of people don't want to hear that. Sex is not really created for some type of fucking recreational thing. It's for reproducing. The woman literally does not feel like having sex until not unless she has a high sex drive. She has a lot of testosterone, it's different. But the average woman doesn't really desire sex unless she's ovulating, in ovulation. And ovulation means I'm ready to have a baby. That is the nature of things. That is the natural order of things. This is why back in the day, when a woman had her period, when she was not considered, people that hit puberty were not considered fucking little kids. This is why over in Hispanic culture, they have quinceañeras. What do y'all think that is? Quinceañera is a girl going from a girl to a woman. And back in the day, when puberty started, women and guys would start getting married off because of the fact that when they hit puberty, they develop their sex hormones. They're going to want to fuck. If they're going to want to fuck, kids are going to happen. Pregnancies are going to happen. Like, this is why people have those, I forgot what they call them, but this is why people have those transitioning phases. I forgot what they call them, but it's like when you basically, your rites of passage. All cultures have a rites of passage for their youth when they go from a child to a grown-up. All fucking cultures have a rites of passage for their youth. I don't know if Black Americans do, but I know, but that's not 100% Leonie. There's women getting pregnant on the morning after pill. There's women getting pregnant if they get the implant. There's women getting pregnant who got implants in their bodies. They end up getting pregnant. There's women who still get pregnant at, when they get their tubes tied. Women's contraceptives don't work. Now condoms work, I think. I personally think they work. Like if you use them right, I think they work. But like there's always that window where the condom could break or something could happen and then the person ends up pregnant. Okay. The only thing that is 100% child free is a man getting a vasectomy. And they don't push that. That's another thing. You want to demonize women with children, you should be encouraging males to get vasectomies. Because a male getting a vasectomy is 100% child proof. They won't get no kids will happen if a man gets a vasectomy. 100% child free. If the male birth control, which is a vasectomy, the male birth control, which is him getting a vasectomy, is 100%. I have to like drill this in. Is 100% child free. The woman can still get pregnant on all that shit you just listed, Leonie. Rainbow babies. The thing is, though, that most people need to drill into people's head is that sex has consequences. That's it. That's the most important thing. When you decide to have sex, sex is not a recreational thing. When you decide to have sex, it's a possibility you're going to get pregnant. It's a possibility, you get what I'm saying? So, like, that needs to be drilled into people's head. But instead, sex is treated as playtime, as a joke. But you can get STDs, and you can get unwanted pregnancies from sex. And yet sex is being treated as this light-hearted thing, and it's not a light-hearted matter. You know what I'm saying? People have desensitized the art of sex. They're desensitized. And being that sex brings long-term consequences, like babies, I don't think you should be drilling it in people's head to be desensitized to sex. Sex needs to be attached to emotional and spiritual things. Because babies come from sex. If you talk about you want to get rid of, or you want to get rid of or dwindle teenage pregnancy, or you don't want women to have a bunch of kids anymore. Like you want them to stop. You don't want them to have baby daddies, or you don't want, to take care of the kids that the males go off and abandon. You talking about you don't want that. Like there needs to be a culture in place. I'm talking about from the education system to the music to the television to the advertisement. In every capacity, there needs to be a standard, a consistent standard set. Because it's not just as simple as something that's don't go get pregnant. That's not that simple.
It don't matter. I
Because children are going to go out there. Your kids are going to go out there and they're going to be surrounded by all the temptation, by all the things that you told them not to do. See, the thing about the Western world and the thing about society is the parents are not proactive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be protesting to ban music that promotes sex and promote drugs and promote violence. You should be like protesting that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way with the food. So many people find out that American food has poison in it. Yet no Americans are protesting to get rid of the thing. You know, they're not at the FDA house or at the Food Drug Administration house saying this needs to be banned. This is harming our kids. This is causing obesity. This is causing illnesses. This is causing cancer. Nobody is being proactive. Okay? In the music that their kids listen to, the movies that their kids watch. Nobody is protesting. Pornography should be banned. You can't have a you can't have a uber conservative tightwad opinion about women and kids or how many baby daddies they got, but then you're loose with all the messages and all the shit that be on social media. You're loose about it. You know what I'm saying? When it should be banned. It's gotta be in alignment. It doesn't make sense. Just like people saying that women need to wait for marriage, but you're not raising your boys to be marriage minded. Society, television, music is not raising men to be marriage minded. They're raising men to be players, to be bachelors, to be whores. So you're telling your daughter to chase love and you're telling your daughter to be marriage minded, but you're not raising your sons that way. That don't make sense. That don't make a lick of sense. You're not socializing your sons to be a husband material. So these women are sitting up here in hopes of love, in hopes of marriage, in hopes of fidelity and a family and children, but don't have nobody to marry because the boys are not being married, are not being marriage minded. They're not being raised or being socialized to be marriage minded. Not in their boy groups, not in religion, not with their fathers, not with their mothers, not with shit that's on TV, not with shit that's in music. So you got bachelor boys that are unmarriage minded who want to be hoes for the rest of their life because that's manhood. And then you got women chasing for commitment and love and matrimony or fidelity or monogamy, but your boys aren't socialized to be her counterpart. Like, this is the big issue with Western society. It's a very big issue. You raise your women to be more serious, but you raise your boys to be unbridled, out there. That don't make a lick of fucking sense. Of course, men and women aren't going to align because you're not raising them the same. They may be in the same household, but you're not raising them the same. You're not raising men your boys to be sexually disciplined. You're not raising your boys to be virtuous. You're raising them to be hoes. Oh, well, boys will be boys. You're not giving them any type of structure, any type of decorum. You're letting them do whatever they want to do, and then you're strict on your fucking girls. If you raise women up to be one way, you have to raise the males to be the same way. It ain't no motherfucking boys will be boys. Or there will always be a disconnect between men and women because they're not socialized the same way. Okay? Yeah, the reason why I keep talking about the sex thing because I got this Queen of Wands and then I got this Ace of Wands and they're both in the reverse. This is promiscuity. This is very lust-driven energy. And the Queen of Wands is messy, is a diva, is rude, is arrogant, is promiscuous, is a side hoe. The Ace of Wands in the reverse energy for the overall energy is it once again goes to promiscuity, okay? It also could represent like erectile dysfunction or like issues with sex drives, okay? But it could also represent being oversexed. So with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands together, it's like being oversexed, okay? Let's see. Let's see. We had the Knight of Wands. Look at all these wands. Just a bunch of sex. And it wanted to come out this way. Knight of Wands. So somebody is really chasing after lust. Like someone is really lusty with this Knight of Wands energy coming through. Someone is very immature and very lusty. It's nothing but lust coming through these cards. Like, nothing but. This is just like irrational energy, like just doing things without thinking, okay? Impulsive energy is coming through. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune for the challenge. And it's already in the reverse. All right, I'm going to get the book for this to see if there's any extra messages coming through here. But what I'm seeing is like just everything's lust driven. Everything's like oversexed. It's lust driven. The outcome here is the Six of Wands in the reverse. So this is arrogance. This is a diva attitude. This is a look at me now. Hey. All this is Wands, which literally deals with nothing but sex, attention, attraction, lust, and action. Okay. But the outcome here is the Six of Wands, which is like a false victory, which is arrogant. Six of Wands energy, someone with a diva attitude. Yeah. The challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. So shifts that don't work in your favor, bad karma. Let's get some advice before I move on. Give me more ancestor spirit guys on this energy. I just feel like it's going to be an oversex society. Like the promiscuity, oversex, impulsive, very lust driven. Like just doing things without thinking about it. Because that's what it's showing the outcome is. So I feel like babies will still be had. But like unplanned. Like more unplanned pregnancies. Okay. From what I'm seeing, there's also going to be like this arrogance or this hyper focus on looks, hyper focus on just anything dealing with lust, anything dealing with attention, okay? And arrogance, because arrogance just keeps popping up, keeps popping through. We have the Eight of Cups as the advice. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups as the advice. Okay. Like there's a lot of infidelity here too, like a lot of cheating. The Eight of Cups as the advice though, this is literally somebody walking away, somebody who they're still married but they're separated type of energy with the Eight of Cups. Like they're not really happy, like they haven't really found themselves. A lot of energies will be considered finding themselves by like hopping. I never understood that. How could you find yourself hopping in and out of other people's beds? Like, I can't, like, how is that finding yourself? Okay. It's definitely going to be like a lack of commitment. Okay. It's definitely going to be like a lot of players or a lot of people having like a bunch of like options. But the advice is the Eight of Cups. Okay. And needing to walk away from something that doesn't serve you, or needing to find yourself, or needing to find your purpose. Yeah, it's a lot of sex. Okay, a lot of cheating or infidelity here. Things will be removing fast. Okay, be very lust driven and moving fast, but they're gonna end just as fastly, like very short term. How is the women gonna feel about these setups? The women is King of Wands. Charming, arrogant. Keeps talking about like it's nothing but wands. I don't know how fire signs typically are in relationships, but that's what you need to look at. The it's going to be the energy of fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, however they act, like that's what it's going to be. Okay, so how will the males feel about this? So we have this King of Wands energy for women. Like it's just giving very lust-driven society. The Ace of Pentacles, okay? Ace of Pentacles is someone very focused on their like money or work or getting some type of promotion. Look, it's definitely giving. I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all. We've got the King of Wands energy coming through here. It's definitely giving like a lot of cheating, a lot of basically like Hollywood. It's like Hollywood. It's a lot of cheating, a lot of
Yes.
quid pro quo energy.
Hello.
All right. A lot of it still will be babies because as long as there's a lot of sex, there will always be babies. But it would be like unwanted pregnancies or having side babies because this Eight of Cups, some of these energies are married. It'll be like having, you know, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, and a mistress or a male mistress. Like it's that type of energy. It's very. We're gonna look up the negative traits because most of these cards are reversed. So look up the negative traits of fire signs in relationships or in love, and like that's the energy. I don't really have no phone with me right now, so I don't have no extra phone. It's all the way over there, and I don't feel like getting up to get it. Guys could be focused on some type of status or some type of money for their feelings because Pentacles isn't really a feelings card, okay? Like they could be really focused on their money because the Ace of Pentacles. And the women with the King of Wands energy, like they could be, the King of Wands is very charming, very much of a ladies' man, very attractive. He's usually already taken or already married. These women are just very like lust driven. Okay, some of these women will be sleeping with married men, or it'd be side babies coming. Very short term, very promiscuous. Yeah. Eight of Cups though. Walking away as the advice or need to walk away from shit that doesn't serve you.
They're gonna have to send you the money.
Yeah. It would really be no point in getting married if like there's no point. Unless it's for like status or something like that or clout. But there's no really point of getting married because the more the merrier. Let's pull some books. Let's pull some books on this.
He want his nieces in his wedding.
Does that include me?
You ain't getting on. Damn.
Yeah, you don't gotta know her, girl. If you don't, she about to make me come across that phone. It's a bunch of wands, y'all. Let's see what's going on.
No, nothing either.
Ace of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Wands in reverse.
We lost too.
Uncertainty, low energy may be holding you back or slowing you down in your intentions. This low efficiency is also due to the inability to understand what you really want. Indecisive, not knowing what you really want, okay? I don't know who you are, Jennifer. All right.
It don't matter. Is it the same
Before
color?
going with your instincts, listen well to experience and wisdom. Get help from those who have more strength than you.
Don't
Yeah,
nobody
so it's
feel what the fuck
really
you talking about. Y'all
indecisive.
ain't
Like
got
no
to
one
fix
really
it.
knows
I'm
what
going to
they
y'all that
want. No one really
motherfucking
knowing what they're
phone.
doing. No, nothing based in intention. Okay. Let's see what other wands was there. There was the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands.
And you'll always drop out of shit. I wouldn't even ask.
I'm dead. Don't say that.
I don't know. I gotta ask them. I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
the Six of Wands in the
I
reverse.
don't
Your
know.
choices could cause hurt and some enmity. You are probably
Well,
too
let me
sure you
ask
are
them.
right, or you are
I'm gonna
interacting with
ask them.
someone insensitive and controlling. The crown of victory will be yours, but with human and emotional
Look, she
cost
don't
that you
want to be
must
in
be
there with them.
aware of paying. Being there with who?
They lay in and I, you know.
I'm still gonna be. It's my uncle's wedding.
Oh, okay, well.
I don't give a fuck about them.
She won't, if you wanted to, she will.
The crown of victory will be yours, but with human and emotional cost
Yeah.
that you must be aware of paying. Every action, however seemingly right, has its own reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, arrogance. Don't care about. This is the.
Right. You would have to come out of town. Come from out of town.
It's just heavily promiscuity. I'm gonna fuck with who I want to fuck. Who I want to fuck. Messiness. Um.
That's fucked up.
Let's see. What else? We got Knight of Wands and we've got Queen of
Well,
Wands. Um.
bring me right.
Knight of Wands, impetuous actions and virtuous passions are and will be your strength.
3174.
Be inspired. 463. I can't say it, I'm on live. 308-7855.
463-308-7865.
You may encounter angry, ungenerous, and hurt men and women from your past, but don't be influenced or fall into the same negative conditions as them. Physical and emotional weakness and moral fatigue are likely.
Yeah, I know.
Be aware of any tendency to self-wound. To oppose this impulse, breathe love into the depths of your noble heart, okay? Angry, ungenerous, yeah. Messy, mean, cruel, rude,
Yeah,
always ready to fight.
yeah, today. You didn't give people no time to, you know, if we was gonna try to make it, you didn't give us enough time.
See the King of Wands. You will be able to manage your kingdom with the right amount of strength, wisdom, and charisma. Take care of how you choose your allies and be open to receive help and advice from those who will be subordinate to you. This period is auspicious for decisions. Express your power with an open hand and a clear mind without access. King of Wands. Somebody is arrogant. Somebody is like literally. It's giving the energy of somebody that like feels like they can have the pick of the litter. You know, they could be married, but they could have a girlfriend, a side bitch, two mistresses. Like that's what it's giving. It's giving an overly abundance of sex, an overly abundance of. The challenge is the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Eight of Cups as the advice.
Hell yeah.
Let's go back to the Wheel of Fortune. It's literally like bad luck or shifts that don't work in your favor, missed opportunities. Mom, they clubs could be doing bad. You don't know.
Well, two of them in Tennessee, the other one I think is in another state.
I don't like them a little bit.
Oh. But she just said her, like, her siblings, you know, she was adopted.
Mhm.
Her siblings had came to her one time for money. She didn't give it to them.
Why? Cause she didn't know him.
Yeah, I mean, y'all reaching out to me, y'all should have reached out to me before.
Maybe they didn't know about her. Maybe the mother just told. We
They
don't know.
waited till they seen she got money.
Well, that's how people are.
Then ain't Dennis right there.
Difficult changes and seemingly unfair events will slow you down and make you weaker. Yet the law of karma is not wrong. Everything that happens to us makes intelligent sense. An attitude of understanding and analysis is required of you, not one of anger and blame seeking in others. Yeah. Challenge here is bad luck, delays, setbacks.
How you think? How you think she was able to like?
Yeah, this is like a mess.
New,
Eight of Cups is the advice, so this is a mess. And I think how the males feel about it was Ace of Pentacles. Freshness, good energy, inspiration, encourage new ventures and prosperity. A good time for travel, business, consolidating any alliances or relationships. Health in all areas will flourish. It's like benefiting the male very well with the Ace of Pentacles coming through for how he feels about all of it. It's benefiting him very well. He's having his way. It's almost like picking, like, you know, choosing a woman out the motherfucking vending machine. It's heavy arrogance here. Eight of Cups is the advice.
Crazy girl.
Who? You know she be calling my son a bitch.
Yeah.
Tell Taquasha. She's bad. And she called me a bitch too. And I'm about to knock her motherfucking ass in the Sunday. Your greatness may be measured by the strength with which you know how to walk away from the accumulations of the past. Everything we have is temporary, especially material resources. So why cling to them? You need space, solitude, and freedom to make wise emotional choices. Okay, this kind of reminds me of this girl. I forgot her name, but like she had became a Republican, but this girl had like 8 abortions and she was always clubbing. Her name was Parker or something like that. She had like 8, 9 abortions and she was always partying and she was always ripping and running the streets. And, you know, I don't know. Her name was Parker, something Parker. But like, you know, she told her story and she ends up having 1 daughter. All right. She didn't abort that one. Like, something told her not to abort it. But like, yeah, her name was Nikki Parker, Summer Parker, or something like that. But like, that's the energy that it's reminding me of. Y'all, go look up her story. I'm gonna put like a link in the comment section after the video, so you can just kind of get like what I'm seeing, like what I'm seeing in my third eye. Okay, what I'm channeling, because like that's the energy. It's giving like it's not good though, like, but the girl, she didn't love herself, you know what I'm saying? And the guys that like she was messing with, they wasn't no good. But these energies could be moving, could be walking away, could be looking for a fresh start with the 8 of Wands energy. Okay, the Page of Cups energy is here with the 2 of Pentacles. There's a lot of juggling and a lot of third party. There's a lot of that. Okay, there's a lot of sex, attention, status type of energy. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Let's get some attention. Yeah, so it's showing that, like, yeah, a promiscuous culture. Like, there's this chick named Nikki Parker. I forgot her name, but she's now a Republican. And she has a story where she basically had 8 or 9 abortions. She had 8 or 9 abortions, and she would rip and run the streets a lot. She would, you know, be very promiscuous, partaking in a lot of risky sex. Like, that's the energy. That's the future. Okay, but it is showing, like, a lot of infidelity here. It is showing a lot of, like, the male utopian. Okay, it is showing male utopian. Okay. It is showing like levels of arrogance, level of uncouthness, level of like there's like no connection. It's tension. It's attention, status, and sex. Okay. Past. I still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. Okay, so somebody basically being used and discarded here. Like there's a lot of marriages, but then there's a lot of like string of relationships. Okay. Trick. I have ill intentions and may be planning on deceiving you. So this is the women's card. It's trick. Okay, there could be like some Me Too movement type shit going on with the women. Okay. Like crying over spoiled milk or wanting to retaliate or wanting to get back or... Sage advice. I've been thinking about your situation. I'd like to offer a fresh perspective. So this is the other energies. Let's see what the connection is. Yeah. Somebody want to get back. Somebody hurt people type energy. Okay. Laugh. Nobody makes me laugh like you, and I need someone fun. It's also giving like this weird energy of pay for play, like pay per date or pay for play type energy. All right, let's see what the outcome is. The outcome is entertainment. I find your life. Damn. I don't know why I did that. The outcome is entertainment. Like, they're just fucking around. They're just playing around. Like, I find your life amusing and your stories comical. Entertainment. Okay? It's kind of like, oh, yeah, I enjoy your company, but I don't want to commit. Like, travel. I think you should take a trip. Okay? Small favor. I'm hoping you can help me with something small. Love. Look, there go that revenge. I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life in revenge. I'm looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs. Okay, so someone could love bomb or get tricked. That shit really happening right now. Honestly. Yeah. Angry, bitter, likely the woman. The man is like having his way. He's having his way. All right. Consequence free. It's definitely giving Nikki Parker or Summer Parker or whatever the fuck her name was. But she had 9 abortions. You have to go look that up. She had 9 abortions. Like, that's the energy of it. There was another chick, and this was on Live Action, where they talk about like different women or abortions, and they talk about Kermit Gosnell. I don't know if y'all heard of Kermit Gosnell. Go look that up. And there was a chick on there who, when she was younger, she would be getting fucking abortions, and like she was popping a goddamn NyQuil pill or some shit, like, and she would abort her babies, and then when she finally got married and she wanted to have a baby, she couldn't have it. It was hard for her to conceive. She couldn't fully conceive. It's something about that. Okay. Give me more ancestor spirit guys. Also, as it pertains to sex, someone could like be a minute man, because the Ace of Wands is in a reverse, so it's like a minute man. They're not that good. 10 of Wands. Yeah. Overburdened. Queen of Swords. Cold, detached. Over fucking burdened with this 10 of Wands energy. It's some messiness here. It's giving me Kelsey and fucking, what's that chick name? Kelsey and yeah, a lot of fighting, arguments. It's just a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. It's kind of like what you see in Hollywood, or what you see with the groupies and the basketball players and shit like that. It's kind of like that. When the girls be sneaking pictures, like, look who I'm laid up with, shit like that, trying to get the wife to leave him and stuff like that. Messy. It's a lot of mess, a lot of third party energy. It's a mess. Okay. But the guys don't even last long. With the Ten of Wands, they don't even last long. Like, they're a minute man. Any other messages? Yeah. Very haughty, very full of themselves. Hangman. I'm pregnant. Oh, well, what you want me to do about it? Make sure y'all go look at live action, though. Yeah. It's like, I'm here for a little bit of time, not a long time type of energy. Some of these energies could be doing pay for play, or pay per meet, or renting a girlfriend, renting a boyfriend type of energy. Yeah. It's a lot of delays and bad luck and setbacks here in the future for women. The male is living his dream. Wow. STDs could soar, STDs could go up. Let's get more on this. We're going to do love shadow tea on this as well. Give me more ancestor spirit guides about this. Stable as the overall energy. So firmly fixed or reliable. Yeah. Sacrifice is the woman's energy. The more you sacrifice, the more you get. Sacrificing too much of yourself for others. Okay, and this is the masculine energy, or this is the other energy. Splitting hairs. Differences are so small, finding fault in something minor or petty distinctions. Okay. It's like, oh yeah, but your hair is not long enough. Oh yeah, but like it's always something. Like, yeah, no, your hair ain't long enough. Like, no, you got stretch marks. Like, it's like the masculine is going to be like more pickier about, the women are going to be jumping through hoops more, and the masculine is going to be more pickier about like who they do. Like, almost like what you see, go look up Rick Ross and how he dates women. It's going to be like that type of energy, okay? Boastful, bragger, self-promote, showcases their achievements, possessive or advantage. This is the challenge, yeah. So somebody's going to feel like they're the prize, going to feel like they're too good, going to have like a lot of audacity here. Women are going to be jumping through hoops. So that means, like, if these women think that these guys are about to take care of them or provide for them or whatever, kind of like what they think Rick Ross is going to do. Like, these guys are going to have money, but they're not going to, they're not going to want to see the women make it. They're not going to want to invest. They're not going to want to invest anything in these women. All right, the outcome is slow game, slow and steady. A lot of women are going to be getting strung along here. Slow and steady wins the race. Focus on the grand prize, not in a rush, dedicated energy. A lot of guys are going to be wasting these women's time. A lot of guys are going to be stringing these women along. A lot of these guys are going to be like getting in a lot of situationships. They could already be married and in situationships. This is a mess. A mess. The outcome is, the advice is rumor monger, listens to gossip or spreads rumors. On top, winning and victories. Yeah, one party is going to be helly arrogant. Like, it's going to be like, oh, your shoes are untied. You're not wife material. Okay. The woman is going to lose more. Okay, she's going to lose more. Okay, and these guys can have all this arrogance, but they don't even last long in the bedroom. Okay. Yeah, they just having fun. Let's do love shadow. And that's the end of the video. Give me more. Okay, that could be like a lot of swingers or a lot of polygamy. It's just definitely giving like Rick Ross energy. I don't know if y'all know how Rick Ross date. It's giving Rick Ross energy. It's giving, I don't remember what that, Future energy is giving, Star Parker energy, the girl that had 9 abortions and ripped and ran the street, drunk, smoked, like did all type of shit. And then somebody is very arrogant. It's giving messy. It's giving infidelity. It's giving like, give me more about the future here. Just a very oversexed energy. Like I feel like we're in that right now though. Revamp.